Hi, my name's Katie and I'm the Education and Programs Coordinator at the National Museum of Industrial History here in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. I am going to be reading a book at the Cops and Kids Reading Room on July 5th at 3 o'clock. It's called The Mighty Steam Engine, but if you're not able to make it that day, you can listen along on our Facebook page. So our book for today is The Mighty Steam Engine by Yvonne Ng, illustrated by Richard Smythe. A steam engine pulls a train far and wide. But what makes the engine work deep inside? These are the wheels that roll over the track. Clickety-clack, clickety-clack. I'm sure we've all heard a train on tracks, but how do the wheels keep rolling like that? This is the crank pin stuck on the wheel tight, rotating fast when it's pushed around just right. It turns the big wheels that roll on the track, clickety-clack, clickety-clack. But how does the crank pin get pushed like that? This is the piston, which moves back and forth, going chug-a-chug-chug as the train travels north. It pushes the crank pin stuck on the wheel tight, rotating fast when it's pushed around just right, that turns the big wheels that roll on the track, clickety-clack, clickety-clack. But why does the piston chug-a-chug like that? We've all heard the chug-a-chug. Let's see how it makes that sound. This is the steam going whoosh, whoosh, whoosh that gives the piston a mighty big push. It pressures the piston, which moves back and forth, going chug-a-chug-chug as the train travels north. That pushes the crank pin stuck on the wheel tight, rotating fast when it's pushed around just right. That turns the big wheels that roll on the track, clickety-clack, clickety-clack. But how does the steam get so strong like that? This is the boiler, a big pressure pot, which heats the water till it's steamy and hot. It releases the steam with a powerful whoosh that gives the piston a mighty big push, that pressures the piston, which moves back and forth, going chug-a-chug-chug as the train travels north. That pushes the crank pin stuck on the wheel tight, rotating fast when it's pushed around just right. That turns the big wheels that roll on the track, clickety-clack, clickety-clack. But how does the pressure build up like that? This is the fireman who scoops the coal load, watching the levels so the boiler won't explode. He fires up the boiler, a big pressure pot, which heats the water till it's steamy and hot. That releases the steam with a powerful whoosh that gives the piston a mighty big push. That pressures the piston, which moves back and forth, going chug-a-chug-chug as the train travels north. That pushes the crank pin stuck on the wheel tight, rotating fast when it's pushed around just right. That turns the big wheels that roll on the track, clickety-clack, clickety-clack. But why does the man stoke the fire like that? This is the engineer, the train engine's master, who opens the throttle to make it go faster. She signals the fireman who scoops the coal load, watching the levels so the boiler won't explode. He fires up the boiler, a big pressure pot, which heats the water till it's steamy and hot, that releases the steam with a powerful whoosh that gives the piston a mighty big push. That pressures the piston, which moves back and forth, going chug-a-chug-chug as the train travels north. That pushes the crank pin stuck on the wheel tight, rotating fast when it's pushed around just right. That turns the big wheels that roll on the track, clickety-clack, clickety-clack. And what do we hear as they go down the track? Choo-choo, toot, hiss, oomph, clunk, chug-a-chug, whoosh whoosh, clickety-clack, clickety-clack. How far will we go? Have you got a notion? We speed past cities, plains, mountains, and ocean, On a mighty steam engine, mechanics in motion. The end. Alright, so now that we've read about our mighty steam engine, you will get a chance to make your own. And we're using a variety of craft supplies, and you can use whatever you have on hand to decorate and to color, but I'll give you some examples to start out. So what I did was I made a bigger steam engine out of larger popsicle sticks and a smaller one out of the smaller, more regular size popsicle sticks. But you can use any of the ones you have on hand. I even have some colorful ones if you want to use colored ones. But you need 8 large ones and then 10 small ones, depending on size. And then I used hot glue to put these together, but you can use regular school glue. Just wait for it to dry before you start decorating. And what we have here is a blank canvas for you to create whatever kind of steam engine you want. I just brought crayons and markers with me today and some different color construction paper. I also have black and white, but you can use whatever you have at home. Now what I did was I cut out 2 black circles for the wheels, and I cut out a red smokestack, little chimney, and I cut out a window for where our engineer is gonna go. And I'm just gonna use regular glue stick to glue that on. And you can draw an engineer. You can draw yourself as the engineer if you want. I really like visiting trains and riding on trains, but I've never been able to go up to where the engineer sits. But that would be a lot of fun. And we're just going to glue our wheels on. And then when you're done gluing everything, that's when you can really start to decorate. And then we're going to glue our arm, the crank part that connects the wheels that we read about, to move the piston back and forth. Put our smokestack on, and then I'll just draw a little figure up here driving our engine. Maybe I'll give her some red hair because I have red hair. And a smile on my face because I am happy to be driving my steam engine. So this is one way you can do it and decorate it however you want with whatever colors, glitter, sequin, stickers, anything you have at home. Or if you want to do a smaller one and put it on some cardboard or some cardstock, what we can do then is after you decorate it, we'll put some glue on it, or if you have an adult at home that has hot glue and can help you with that, we could do that as well. But you could put your steam engine on a piece of paper and then just draw some railroad tracks. And maybe, oh, let's see, what else could we put on here? How about a tree? Tree next to the track? You can draw whatever kind of scene you want for your steam engine to be rolling through on the track. This is so great because you can use your imagination however you want. Maybe there's a railroad track behind your house and you want to draw your own, maybe make your own version of that. Maybe you've seen one in a movie or on TV. Maybe you can make one out of your favorite colors or make it look like your favorite animal. You can do whatever you want with this craft. That's what makes it so fun. If you have some cotton, maybe a cotton ball, you could create clouds or make the steam come out of your smokestack for your steam engine. But then you could have a whole train scene. So you have lots of options with this craft, and you can use whatever you want. And I'd be so excited to see what you come up with if you're able to come in person on July 5th at 3 o'clock, or just share it with your friends and family on your own at home. Well, hello everyone. I'm excited to welcome you into the National Museum of Industrial History. This building has a really neat story behind it. It was built in 1913 and it was the electrical repair shop for the Bethlehem Steel. So this is a real piece of American industrial history that now is open to the public, and we have this awesome museum. What we have that is our big showpiece here, both in size and in spectacle, is our coreless steam engine. So we learned about one type of steam engine with our story and our craft, but this is a different kind of steam engine. This steam engine, our big green machine, was used to pump water for the city of York, PA, that's in central PA, and it ran up until 1956. And then when Hurricane Agnes came through in 1972, they actually brought this back online when the electrical water pump system was knocked out. And so they brought steam back for a little while, and then when they got the electrical system working again, this one went offline, and now we have it here for our visitors to see, and we do run this several times throughout the year. Check our website for those dates. We do have some dates in June, the 10th and the 11th, and then we're going to be running it again in September. So make sure to check our website and our Facebook page for those dates, and you will actually be able to see this steam engine running in person, along with all the other neat objects and artifacts we have here at the National Museum of Industrial History. And thank you for joining me today. I had a lot of fun reading and making a craft with you, and we hope to see you soon.